fantastic!
I have a video here. It's how to level up quickly in Skyrim, and this is for beginners at Skyrim or people who are somewhat good at the game but a low level and want to level up really quickly. So my first trick I'm going to show you guys how to level really fast is the leather bracers trick, or the smithing trick. It raises your smithing really quick. So this is the skill we're focused on now, smithing. So I'm in Riften right now. The other blacksmiths are in Whiterun, which is the easiest one. That's where I did mine, because there is 2 forges in Whiterun, but there's only 1 in Riften. But the catch with this guy, I think you have to do the quest for him to allow for you to be allowed to buy stuff from him. But here's one trick, and it is the transmute trick, and this raises your alteration as well as the smithing trick. But first I'll show you guys the leather bracers trick. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to go to the merchants. The Whiterun one would be easier because you don't have to do any quests for her. But you're going to go to a merchant, and you're going to want to go to miscellaneous, not misc. And you're going to want to buy leather and leather strips. Now, since my smithing's 100, I do not have to demonstrate this, but I can show you guys the steps at least. So you're going to want to buy the leather strips here and the leather, just the leather there. Leather strips I recommend always buying. Do not always convert leather into leather strips, because a lot of things take more leather than leather strips to make, and leathers can be quite pricey. So if you're doing this trick, if you're going to do this trick after you fought some dragon priests, and you have the Volsung helmet, it allows 20% better pricing. So that makes the leather a lot cheaper. So you're going to buy the leather here. Actually, I will demonstrate it, screw it. So you want to buy the leather. I won't buy all of them, I'll just buy maybe like 5. And then you're going to want to buy some leather strips. I'll buy about 9. And then after that, you're going to want to go to the forge, which is usually just always beside it. Then you're going to want to go to leather, and then you just go to bracers, and as you click it, I just make all of them. So you just make bracers. So you click it, click yes, you make bracers. But what you're going to do is you're just going to mash. You do not need a certain amount of number. You just keep mashing the X or A, whatever system you're playing on. And there you go. You made all the bracers. Since there was no increase there, since I'm 100, but if you're doing it at a low level especially, or if your smithing's not that great, it'll coast. Like, it will coast. And then always just sell them after you're done. So they're under apparel, and they'll be under leather bracers, obviously. And you just keep doing that. So that's basically the leather bracers trick, for those of you who didn't know that. Yeah. And here's the other trick I was going to show you guys. The green spell in my left hand is transmute. Now, I thought you get it in the game as like a starting spell, but you don't. I thought you did, but it's really easy to find, especially if you raid caves a lot. You'll most likely find this in chests, and it's just the transmute spell. It's under alteration. It's just there, transmute. What it does is it turns silver into... Let me read the description of the spell. I don't want to mess it up here. It transmutes 1 piece of unrefined iron ore to silver. So iron ore goes to silver, and silver ore goes to gold. So, again, you're going to want to talk to the merchants. And when you do that, you buy all the iron ore that they have. And sometimes, not all of them have silver ore. So if you buy those, that's good too. And now, since I have both of them in my hand, I'm just going to use the spell button, and if you can't see that, it says gold ore added in the top left. And after you make ore, you find a smelter, which I do not have, but I'll show you guys what happens after you go to the smelter. So I'm just going to transmute all the ore I have. So this takes a bit. Mind you, you're going to want to have a lot of magicka if you're going to want to do these tricks, because if you guys can see my meter down there, which I know you can, it takes a lot of magic because it's an adept spell when you find it. I do not know if there's a novice version of this spell or not. But you just keep doing that and your alteration will increase. Usually what I do is I just look at the skill before it increases. So there's my alteration. Transmute barely does anything for it anymore, because it's only an adept spell. But basically you just keep making the ores, and since I have none left. So that was the transmute trick, and again, if it's low, that'll increase it a lot, but my alteration's actually getting quite high, so it's not affecting it that much. But yeah, that was just the leather bracers trick and the transmute trick. There is a speechcraft trick in Riften where I am right now. I plan on doing it, but since I don't know exactly how to do it, I'm not going to demonstrate it on this video. But probably as soon as I find out, I'll add it as a link, or I'll add it as a description below. I'll put it in the description on how to do it. I don't want to really post another video. But yeah, those are the two tricks that I featured. And when we meet again, we'll be in Dragon's Reach, and I will show you the Enchanting Trick. So, see you guys then. Okay, so we're here in Dragon's Reach now. So this trick is the Enchanting Trick. So what you're going to need is actually the trick that you did with the transmute. Actually, you should have gotten some gold and silver, which means you can make jewelry, which is essential for this trick. I only have one piece of jewelry. I should have went to the smelter when I had the chance, but you know what? Again, I do not have to really demonstrate it as much because I have it at 100 also. So, yeah, I'm just going to put these spells away. So, I picked Dragon's Reach because there is an enchantment table in here. So, when you walk in, you're going to come up, take an instant right, and right in here, there's usually a guy here, Farengar Secret Fire. He's your best friend, actually. I'll show you guys why he's essential. I can sneak. I can pickpocket him if I want. Okay, so I traveled here and it's time. So if he's asleep, if you travel here and if you travel anywhere and there's no merchant or anything, just wait. Press the select button to wait. Obviously, you guys probably know that, but just wait. And there he is. So why he's essential to this trick is, you go to him, ask him what he has for sale. He could have a spell that you want. He carries spells, books on him. Fury, a great spell. If you guys wanted to know, just a little side note, if you guys wanted to know how I made the dragon bones fly like that in my Don't Mess with the Dovahkiin machinima, that's the spell to do it. Fury. And you can buy it from Farengar Secret Fire. I'm just seeing what else he has. Okay, that's all he has. Wait, does he have transmute? I'm just checking, because if he has transmute, then you guys can get the spell here. He does not. Okay, so I gotta talk to him again. So you talk to him, and again you go to Miss, and soul gems. You're gonna want to buy these. I have a ton, so I'm not gonna buy any. But you buy soul gems, and you only buy them if they're filled with souls. So if you guys can see that in the little caption, it says filled with grand soul. Always buy the ones with the souls, never the ones with no souls, or never the ones that say empty. So yeah. And again, they're pricey, the values, but again, if you gotta spend money to make it. So when you buy all of those, he'll have a lot more money. So then that's when you come to the enchantment table, pick something, disenchant something if you want. I have, I think, almost all the enchantments. So you go to your item, and you go to whatever item you want to enchant. Like I said, though, the gold and silver, like the necklaces that you do not need, if you have a necklace already that you love, or a ring that you already love, and you do not need any others, this trick is especially, it's much better to do it when you have things that you do not need, because then you can just make them and sell them. So I do not need this ring here. So you pick the ring, and you pick the enchantment. I use the heavy armor enchantment. So if you do not have the heavy armor enchantment, I would suggest you go out and get that first. So how to disenchant an item basically is disenchant. And whatever item is there, you press that, and you go to yes to disenchant it. You destroy the item, by the way, but I'm not going to destroy the notched pickaxe. So yeah, pick the item, then pick the heavy armor, because it raises the skill a lot. So you pick that, and then just pick any gem, really. Just pick the least gem, which is probably the petty. Now, the ring won't do a lot of effect because you picked a shitty gem. So this does 1, but if I pick the grand, it'll do 20. It also helps to have enchantments do higher percentage too. But yeah, that's basically the trick. And you always do the heavy armor enchantment, and you always do just any soul gem, because it does not matter, it increases it amazingly. So yeah, that's the enchantment trick, and that'll get your enchanting up a lot. Again, use the heavy armor enchantment and nothing else. Or it's just faster to do it with the heavy armor. Alchemy, I don't really know what to do for that yet, so again, I won't cover things I don't know. But that was the smithing, or not the smithing, I already did that. This is the enchanting, this is the how to raise your enchanting up really quick. So, now that I'm not far, this spell, Telekinesis, you get this in the College of Winterhold, and there's a lot of videos on how to get the spell already. If you guys do any Mage Guild quests, there's a guy called Tolfdir, and you'll probably actually do a quest for him anyway. But just go to the College of Winterhold and get him. And then when you get Telekinesis, your illusion I think has to be 35 at least. And then after that you're eligible to buy Telekinesis from him. And what it does is, you see that goblet all the way over there, I can go like this, and I can bring the goblet towards me. And then you can throw it. So what this trick does, it raises your alteration up a lot. So here I made basically magic armor. So I'm going to put that on right now, if you guys do not mind. So now I'm wearing all my magic armor right now. That's what my guy looks like right now. It's all glass, I know. But, if you guys can see, like, watch when I use Telekinesis. I throw it, look how fast my thing goes back up. But, yeah, when you get Telekinesis, I recommend that you come into places that have a lot of, like, long tables like this. So this place and the Companion Longhouse, I would recommend you go in there and you just pick up items like this, and just throw them. And eventually your skill will rise. So what I'm going to show you guys here is how fast it actually rises. So if you guys can see, it's at the second A of alteration. So if you guys can see that bar, how far up it is. Now watch when I start doing Telekinesis a little bit. So I'll just demonstrate how much it actually goes up. So you just throw a couple items here. And you just have to do it until it comes to you, so then you can throw it. But then you gotta wait for your thing to regenerate, because it's kind of one of those continuing things that as you hold it, it drains your thing. Try to hold it for pretty long, then you can throw it. I think I'll throw one more item. Okay, now let's look at my alteration. See how much it's gone up just by picking things up. And the longer you hold it, the more it goes up. That's all you need to do to raise alteration. You just pick things up and chuck them. I wouldn't recommend chucking them at people because they will attack you. But yeah, you just pick things up, throw them, pick it up, throw it. And there, it raised. Mine's at 84 right now, and yesterday it was only like 50 something. And I got it up like 30 some levels just in like less than a day. I think it was like 2 hours. I got it up, not 2 hours, less than that, like maybe an hour, just picking things up and just throwing them. That's all you have to do, and that's how you basically sort of loophole. I'm gonna say almost glitch your way to quick leveling. But yeah, I think that's all the tricks I'm going to show you guys. There are armor tricks, but I can't really show them because I have a lot of skills that are 100. And my light armor and heavy are both 100. So I'm just going to describe basically the heavy armor and light armor trick. So what you're going to do is, since I'm wearing glass armor, which is light, and the Dragon Priest masks some of them are light and some of them are heavy. But never mix armors. I always say this to people who are just playing the game. So basically you just pick all like light armor, let's just say, and I usually go to giant locations. Or just go to a place where enemies always spawn, and just get them to hit you. Like, as they hit you, your light armor will go up, or your heavy, whatever armor you're using. And, like, get a shield, or, like, use your block, and let them hit you a few times. What I did, actually, for my trick, is I had Close Wounds, which is a healing spell. I had a healing spell in one hand, and I had, I think, a sword or another spell in the other hand. So what I would do is, I would just, I'd stand there, like, just stand there like this, and as they were hitting me, if my health got down to a little bit, then I'd just go like this and heal myself. And as they keep hitting you, your light armor or heavy armor will increase. So, yeah, you just keep doing that until your light armor and heavy armor gets to where you want it. That's basically the heavy armor and light armor trick. Those are really the only tricks I know. So, I'm sorry I can't show those two, but hopefully my description was descriptive enough. Again, if you need more in-depth than that, I'll answer your comment if you leave one. So, yeah, that was how to level up quickly in Skyrim, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys reach the level you want. So, peace.